And good morning. Beautiful day on the way. We may see an isolated shower, but most of us will remain dry once again. We kind of had a few little light sprinkles here and there yesterday, but overall looks like a fairly nice end to the weekend. A lot of outdoor events, so have the sunscreen and just drink plenty of water. 69 degrees our current temperature at Kenner. That's the coolest we have been so far this morning. We had been staying in the 70s most of the day, or most of the early morning hours, briefly dropping to the 60s. We'll quickly start warming into the 70s now that the sunshine is out. We're in the 60s to low 70s outside at the moment, and looks like through that day today we'll get into the lower, maybe some spotty mid 80s by the afternoon, and also perhaps a few isolated spotty shower chances. Rain chances, though, we say 20%. It's really more less than 20%, so most of the area will not see the rainfall. Dew points are on the higher side, upper 50s to lower 60s, but this is certainly not summertime humidity. Winds are still out of the southeast, and that does keep the coastal flood advisory in effect until tonight. As a matter of fact, by tomorrow, while we still have a southerly or southeasterly wind, the winds will be diminishing. So with a settling wind, it doesn't look like we'll have as much of a coastal flood threat, and even that has not been all that great. A lot of sunshine outside right now with clear skies, but notice this little band of clouds out to our west. That's a little light rainfall. Now, it doesn't look like that's going to be moving our way, but it's just showing that there is a little instability in the atmosphere. Computer models indicating that that's likely where most of that rainfall will stay, but a few pop-up showers are likely during the day. Now, are they going to develop exactly in these locations? No, probably not, but just showing that we could see a few pop-up during the afternoon and early evening hours today. Now, tomorrow, different story. Cold front starts to approach, and we may start to see a few more during the morning through the afternoon, but a lot of our high resolution models now are starting to pick up on kind of a cluster of storms moving our way during the later evening and night tomorrow. Doesn't look like we'd see anything severe, but certainly a better chance of rain as we start to kind of wrap up the evening and head into the night Monday. We'll show you another model coming up in just a second that is kind of confirming that, or at least in agreement with that. Warm and breezy today. Storms on the way Monday night. Just checking the Storm Prediction Center. No risk of anything severe with those. And then once the front moves on through, cooler, less humid, a little cooler, but more in the way of that less humid air moving in by late Tuesday and on into Wednesday. It looks like that may hang around for most of the week. The upper high that had been forecasted to sit over us while it's still there, not quite as strong as the models had at one time indicated, which is why our temperatures have not been getting into the mid 80s, but more low 80s. I'll take it. Today's record is 90. We'll stay shy of that. The upper ridge, though, will be weakening as this upper trough continues to push toward the east. This is what will push that cold front on through during the day on Tuesday. And then by Wednesday, with a northwesterly flow, a little bit cooler, but less humid air settles in, and that will take us into the end of the week. And so for the start of next weekend, Jazz Fest, it looks like it should be fairly nice. So here are the storms developing up across the Midwestern plains. Most of those are going to stay there for the kind of next 24 hours or so with this slowly moving cold front. As it approaches, we'll start to see a few more showers developing during the day tomorrow. But again, this is another one of our high resolution models. It too indicating kind of this little cluster of storms. Timing is a little different than the HER model that we were showing you just a moment ago. This has a little bit more in the later part of the night and into the well after dark hours. But this again is indicating we'll have this little cluster of storms developing or moving in late Monday before the front pushes on through. And then by the Tuesday, it doesn't look like we'll see much in the way of any rainfall, about an isolated shower chance, and around 80 degrees. Then that drier air settles in for the middle of the week. We start warming up, turning a little more humid, but we look to stay mostly dry again next weekend.